Hello, hello, my beautiful friends. Okay, I'm super stoked to chat with you today because you guys, I want to try something new. For the last year, I have had the opportunity and privilege to take part of a guy named Brad Bizjack. He does like mindset calls every Monday. And if you are a coach on my team, or if you are a preferred customer on my team, whether I'm your coach or you're underneath Stephanie or Laura or Carolyn or Blake or somebody in my family or tree or whatever, you have access to them too if you're a coach or a preferred customer. And oh my heavens, it has been absolutely game changing. And I had this kind of light bulb moment today that I was like, I kind of want to turn my nutrition bootcamp calls less into Bryn is talking at you and more of a conversation. I'll come with like something that I'm thinking about and things that I'm thinking about, and then kind of make it a coaching session. And so this is an opportunity for you to like, hey, I really want or need help with this. And we can just talk it through. And obviously, it's for everybody else to hear, and it's being recorded, right? So there is like, there might be a little like, I'm a little nervous about that, right? But if you're willing to be vulnerable, if you're willing to share, I would absolutely love to hear and help and all the things. So before we get into that, I wanted to share what has been on my heart lately. So a long story short, without taking too much time, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with my nutrition. Let's just be real about that. I am 8.5, almost 9 weeks pregnant, and absolutely everything gives me heartburn. And if I don't eat, I get nauseous. And if I do eat, I get heartburn. And so I just don't want to eat anything. And so it's this really awesome vicious cycle. And it's really not great, honestly. But I have been going through this like wave of like, okay, no, because when I got pregnant, I was like, I'm gonna rock To Be Mindset my whole pregnancy. Because To Be Mindset helped me lose 54 pounds after I had Ellie. Like, this program is my jam. It just like lights my soul on fire. I might not be able to do veggies most, but I can absolutely do water first, and I can absolutely track every bite, and I can absolutely get on the scale every day, even when I'm pregnant. And then about a week ago, I was like, I can't do To Be Mindset anymore because I can't have water first, at least not 16 ounces of water, because water gives me heartburn too. And I'm even doing pH balanced water, and it's helping sometimes, but it's not helping other times. I'm already taking antacids. I'm doing all the things that have helped me in all the other pregnancies, and it just doesn't feel like anything's helping this time. So this baby better have a frick ton of hair. That's all I gotta say. But but so then about a week ago, I was like, okay, maybe I should switch to the containers, because maybe just having a little bit of structure can help me. Like, veggies aren't really sitting well right now. I'll still drink at least half my weight in ounces, but it's not necessarily like this huge focus on water. Maybe I'll just try to do that. Okay. So I did for a couple of days, and I did feel better for a couple of days. And then we went on vacation, and then I didn't. And then I was like, what do I want? And then we got home, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. Do I do To Be Mindset or do I do Ultimate Portion Fix? I just want to feel normal. Right. And I just had this like, and whether you're pregnant or not, you can hopefully relate to this story in some way, shape, or form. Right. I think we've all gotten to that point in our journey where we've just been frustrated, with ourselves, with our lack of discipline, with our lack of results, maybe with our like in and out and up and down. And maybe I'm going to do this program, or maybe I'm going to do this one. And it's both a blessing and a curse that we have both, right? We used to only get one, and then unless you paid for the other one. So you had to like put some skin in the game to get the other one. So now I'm like so grateful that everyone has access to both. But sometimes it's a little like, but I can be all wishy-washy, and I'm not really sure because they're both really great. And I've heard really great things about both. So which one should I pick? And maybe I'll, right? And then we're like that lukewarm person instead of like, no, this is what I'm doing and I'm going all in, right? And the one thing that I just keep coming back to is I'm so grateful for the mindset shift that I've had from this pregnancy compared to the last three. Because this point, my last three pregnancies, I honestly probably just would have, screw it, I'm not even going to try. I'm pregnant. I'm I'm just going to eat. I'm just going to eat whatever. And I'll gain 45 pounds again, and whatever, I know how to lose it. I've lost it before. I'll just, whatever. It's totally one of those eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die situations, or YOLO, right? Like, I'll just do whatever I want right now, and then I'll pay the consequences later, right? And I have not had that throw in the towel moment. And granted, I'm only 9 weeks pregnant, but sometimes the first trimester is the hardest, right? And I really just want to like pat myself on the back for that, you know what, I still care, and I'm still trying, right? To the best of my abilities. Does every day look great? No. Does every day look perfect? No. I had a whole bag of popcorn last night, right? Because it didn't give me heartburn, right? But, but I still care. And so with that said, I just want to give you permission to care about yourself. And I want to talk today about the why do we care about ourselves? When do we care for ourselves? How? And how and what are kind of the exact same thing, right? What do you do to take care of yourself? How do you take care of yourself, right? So I really want to focus on why do you take care of yourself? When do you take care of yourself, and how? Okay. So with that said, I want to open it up to you guys. Anyone who wants to share, or maybe you're like, you know what, I honestly don't really know why I'm here and why I'm doing this, and I'm kind of lacking that motivation right now. Does anyone want to share why? Why are you here? Why do you care? Why are you still showing up, even though it's like the Monday after Thanksgiving and the holidays are right around the corner? Why are you here? Why do you care?
Can I share, Bryn?
Oh yeah, girlfriend, go.
Can you hear me? Okay, I can't look at the camera because I'm driving, but and you cut out a little bit because I like lost reception for a second. But I've definitely been in the same place for like, oh, I don't know which to do, or like which nutrition plan to follow, because I felt like a lot of people, I know a lot of awesome people on this team, like yourself and some other people, have had amazing results with 2B mindset. And I started out using Portion Fix, and then I kept feeling like, well, maybe I should be doing 2B mindset, because like all these other people have had such great results with it and all the things. So I just want to say, like, I can totally relate to like feeling confused, or like not knowing which is the right way to go. But most of you that are on the call right now probably know we lost my mother-in-law. It's been, well, almost 3 weeks now since she passed away. And my why has always been just to like be healthy long term, to have like that longevity, right? Like, I know Brent always talks about like she wants to be the grandma going down the water slide, like to be like that. Like, I've always, my adult life, I've seen my parents and my in-laws struggle so much with health problems that are preventable with lifestyle, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, being obese, like all these, and then it just like piles on. And while obviously like you can't control everything, and you can't control if you're going to get cancer or COVID, but you can control like the things that you can control. You can control your like taking care of yourself. And I went back and pulled out my original Portion Fix notebook that I got when I first signed up for it. Because I was telling Josh, like this past week, after getting back from traveling and the funeral, and then it was Thanksgiving, like my nutrition has been crap. And I was like, reining it in. Like yesterday, like Sunday, I was like, today's like day one of portion picks again. So like I got out my books and everything, like just to refresh my mind on all the things, because I think if you do it for so long, you feel like you should know everything, and but you really don't. And so I got that original book out, and there's like section in there where she has you fill out like your why and what your why is in there. And I got so emotional reading what I written in 2019, like almost 3 years ago. Like, and what I had written was that I don't want to be in my 60s having to carry around Ziploc bags, gallon-sized Ziploc bags full of medication everywhere I go, by my parents and my in-laws. And like, it was just such a good reminder for me to like, I mean, obviously, like, I know I say that, you know, oh, but this is my why, to be healthier for my family, but like to really sit down and like focus on that and like really, okay, like what does this mean? And, you know, why are we really doing this? And I don't know, it was just really helpful and clarifying for me to remember that. And so like I told Josh, I was like, okay, I'm going to keep this piece of paper right here on my desk where I see it every day for those times that like I forget like why I'm doing this. And anyway, okay, that was kind of long, so sorry.
No, I love it. And I couldn't agree more. And I even just this last weekend, we were at my mom's house for Thanksgiving, and my mom, she was totally able, she's 53 or 54. I lose track. I think she's 53. But she totally jumped on the tramp with me, a couple of my nephews and my kids. And I was just like that is just goals. Like that is so freaking rad. And, but she's worked really hard, especially lately, to like eat better and whatever. So I love that. I love that. Anybody else want to share why you care, why you're here on a Monday afternoon after Thanksgiving?
I would like to.
Okay.
So my why has stemmed from my background, watching my dad's example of having to mainline Pepsi growing up. We always teased him that if anything ever happened to him, we would have to have one of those medical bracelets and have Pepsi on the other side because he would not function. He was so addicted. And to see him change those habits as he's gotten older, and now he doesn't drink soda like at all, was mind-boggling to me. And then they've had their health issues, but to see my mom go from 300 pounds down to I think she says she's 135 after an intestinal bypass is huge for me. But I don't want to have to go through a surgery to have that kind of a weight loss. I want to be able to be healthy. I want to be the grandma that can run with the grandkids and chase them all over the yard and sit down on the ground with them or sit down on the floor with them and eat, you know, just whatever. I want to be that kind of a grandma for my grandkids. And seeing my mom struggle with even those kind of tasks just hurts my heart because I don't want to be that kind of a grandma.
You guys are my people. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Anybody else want to share? And it can be more short term too, long term. It doesn't have to be like 30 years down the road. Why? It can be short term if you.
I'd like to share.
Hey.
I think, you know, I 100% agree with everything. The longevity part, definitely. And I think, you know, you like really look at your family, each person in your family. I'm just like thinking about mine. Like every one of them has some sort of, no matter where they are on the health spectrum, they all have some form of struggle with their health. And it comes back to nutrition. not all health problems are nutritionally based, but I feel like it can have, I mean, we've seen it. We are seeing it right now. It can have long-lasting effects, right? And like Bryn said, up with Thanksgiving with her family, and who is running around with the kids, who wants to do that. I think that's the other thing. It's not just about who can. That also affects your desire to play and to be active. And I think, more short term for me is that energy and that desire. Like I feel like I've all, for a long time have never really cared about what I've eaten. Even with working out for a few years consistently. But like, I want to have more energy. And I feel like my taste buds have changed, and I never really thought that was possible. Like, it's like, oh, sure, maybe I'm not gonna drink soda someday, but that's more of a willpower choice. But really, I don't want soda anymore. Like, and that's cool, and like I genuinely enjoy salad now. I never thought I would say that, but like on a consistent daily basis, like I want to eat salads, and I want to when we go to restaurants, like I look forward to eating salads, and I never thought that was possible, like really. And so I just think, like, if that's real for me right now, how much farther can I go? I love candy. I love chocolate right now. Always have. But like, is it really possible for me to just not necessarily give up candy or sweets forever, but like have occasional chocolate and not be like so drawn to it? You know what I mean? So anyway, energy and possibilities are what is my why right now.
I love that. And it's that concept of, instead of how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take? How long is it going to take? It's the concept of how far can I go? Right. And that's exactly what I found with my weight loss journey with Ellie. And I just feel like I need to put this plug in here real quick. But it was one of those aha moments that, did not come from you at all. It was divine. But I was having a conversation with someone when I was like 39, 40 weeks pregnant with Ellie. And we were both like, all right, like, what's the plan? Like, what are we going to do as soon as like babies come and whatever? And I was like, honestly, I'm just going to see how far I can go, because yes, I've had kids before, and yes, I've lost the weight before, but I've never been, how old was I? 20, 28. I've never been 28 when I had a kid before. I've never been through COVID life when I had a kid before. Yes, I've lost weight before, but I can't compare myself even to myself. I definitely can't compare myself to anyone else, right? Because I'm not them. And honestly, I can't even compare myself to myself, because my age is different. My life circumstances are different. My metabolism has changed. My taste buds have changed, my whatever. And it was one of those, yeah, I'm just going to do my best, and I'm just going to see how far I can go. And it was totally one of those, like, where Alana talks about like weight loss becomes fun. It genuinely was fun to lose 54 pounds with Ellie. I'm not even joking. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm so cool. Like, look at this. And it was like 10 pounds was exciting, and 15 pounds was exciting, and 20 pounds was exciting, and 30 pounds was exciting, and 40 pounds was exciting. And then it just, oh my gosh, 50 pounds is exciting. You know what I mean? And I didn't shame or hate myself into any of that. It was just that possibility of, wow, man, this really feels good. And how far can I go, right? Just with these little tiny changes every single day. Okay. Next up, I want to hear and share about when. When do you care for yourself? And I know that sounds really like, seriously, but it's totally one of those concepts of that someday, right? You guys can all relate, right? If you're somebody who hates the laundry or whatever, if you don't have a time that you're going to do it or a way to make it fun or whatever, guess what? It ain't going to happen, right? It's going to move from spot to spot to spot to spot to spot to spot. And okay, but no, like it really needs to get done because we're leaving on vacation in like 2 days. And then guess what? It happens and you do it. Why? Because you have a reason to, because there's urgency, right? And so the same thing is true of when are you going to take care of yourself? And when are you going to make time to work out? When are you going to make time to meal plan or meal prep? When are you going to make time to go to the grocery store and make sure your fridge is stocked with healthy foods, right? When are you going to make the time for that? And so I just wanted to share a couple of my things. And then I want to hear from you guys too. So I found for me, my win for working out, it's always got to be in the morning. I literally set out my workout clothes the night before, and as soon as my alarm goes off, that is what I put on. I put on my workout clothes. It's not even a thought anymore. They're all right there. We're just sitting there. I've already picked something cute, whatever. I'm going to put it on. Yay, it's all clean. It all matches or whatever, right? It's on. And now, now I'm going to go work out. And sometimes my morning routine changes. Sometimes it's like, no, I got to push play very first thing because we've got this in 20 minutes or this in an hour, or I really need a shower by this time or whatever. And sometimes it's, you know what, we got time today. So I'm going to spend time in my scriptures or do my gratitude stuff or do my prayer or whatever, all my other savers before we work out, right? But it always happens in the morning. It always happens in the morning, and it always happens before 9 a.m. I should probably even say 8 a.m. Because we wake up at like 4:30 or 5 every single day. And there are some days that it gets procrastinated a little too long, but for the most part, we are done working out by 8 a.m. And there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's Monday through Saturday, right? And it's just become we've removed the, am I going to, am I not? I don't know, right? No, I'm going to, and I'm going to get my workout clothes on and I'm going to do it in the morning. And right now, while we wait, the newest program, Job 1, is coming out. We haven't had a program that we've been doing for the last couple of weeks since we finished 645. And it's been, I don't suggest that. I don't suggest that. It's not been fun, but we have not lost the habit of, we're still going to do something. We're still going to do something. And what are we in the mood for today? And how much time do we have? And I'm so grateful for this huge library of workouts where we can pick something that sounds good to the both of us or whatever. Right. But when is it going to happen? And then when it comes to nutrition, I always love to plan our meals, AKA dinners, on Sunday. Sometimes it happens early Monday morning, but for the most part, it happens on Sunday. And I have a week-long calendar, just a whiteboard, and I literally just write out, what are we having for dinner? What are we having for dinner? Am I perfect at following it? No, but it is so helpful to have a plan. And then when I order my groceries, and I don't want to say lazy because I'm not lazy. I have decided that grocery shopping does not matter to me. I don't need to do it. I have better things to do with my time and my life than drag around 3 children and tell them no 4,000 million times. So I use a lovely service called Instacart every single week, sometimes multiple times a week, and it is absolutely life-changing for me and my life circumstances right now. And I order it like Amazon, and they deliver them to my house. And does it cost money? Yes, it does. But am I saving money? Honestly, I think so. I need to go back and compare our budget because I'm not doing all those impulse buys of like, oh yeah, queso sounds good today. Oh yeah, I really love Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I'll probably be craving these later today. Oh yeah, I think, oh, we forgot I needed this, right? And it's literally just no, like what is on the list? I'm buying the things on the list, and the things on the list are coming to my house. Thank you very much. Bye. Right. And so for me, it's I plan out what we're going to have on Sunday night. And then on Sunday night, I don't like to buy things on Sunday, but I schedule my groceries on Sunday to be delivered first thing Monday morning so that the week starts and we have healthy food, right, in our fridge. And it's been amazing. It really has been amazing. So like by 8 a.m. on Monday, my grocery shopping is done. My meals are planned. And I'm not one to like be all super awesome and like, I'm going to individually put all these carrots and bell peppers in baggies and they're all ready to go when I need a snack. I'm not that awesome. But I do have my fridge is stocked with healthy foods for me and my family so that we have it. Because I know that that is the biggest downfall for us when we don't choose healthy food is we don't have it. We don't have it in our fridge, or all of our favorite healthy foods are gone, right? And yeah, we've got canned green beans in the pantry still, but who wants those, right? And we're out of salad kits, or we're out of bell peppers, or we're out of cucumbers, or we're out of our favorite dip, or we're out of XYZ, whatever, right? So even just those simple things of when am I going to meal plan? When am I going to order my groceries or go grocery shopping? When am I going to chop up all my things and put it into individual bags if that's what I need and want to do? When am I going to make dinner at night? Because if I wait till 9 p.m. and we're all ravenous, okay, we're going to go get Taco Bell, right? We don't do that. My kids are in bed by 7:30, but just throwing that out there. When am I going to make dinner? And I found that if I make dinner if I started at 4:30, it skips the like munchie phase for my children. And then it's a little better with them not asking for 4,000 snacks. And then by the time we eat at 6, they're not already full, right? So when are you going to make dinner for you and your family? When works best for you, right? And having a plan that way and doing your best to stick to your plan. And it doesn't have to be, I know what I'm going to have for breakfast and snack and lunch and snack and dinner, and it's all prepped, right? It doesn't have to be that meticulous, but just when am I going to do the basic things that absolutely must be done, right? So those are a few things I wanted to share. Anybody else want to share what has found that has worked for them as far as when you make your healthy habits work for you? Jess Nelson, I just have to tell you, you have a light in the corner and it looks just like the hand emoji from like when someone raises their hand on Zoom. So I keep like, Jess is raising her hand. No, you're not. It's fine. Maybe you just need to say something. It's fine. Okay. Anybody want to share when they have found works for them?
I can talk. So my workout absolutely has to happen in the morning. And sometimes I'm like, oh, it really isn't that big of a deal. I can do it later. And if I'm waiting for Drew, my husband, to work out with, then I can do it later. And it's more important to me to work out with him. But if he's not there and it's just me working out, I enjoy my workout so much more. I'm more focused in my workout. I work harder in my workout. And like last Saturday was one of those very evident of this. My morning got hijacked getting family out of town from hosting Thanksgiving and everything. And it was supposed to be, they were out. I was still going to be able to work out early. I was in my workout clothes, but then their plans changed and I didn't get to push play until like noon. And it was like the hardest workout in like the longest time. And it really wasn't a hard workout. Like it just dragged on and I had to answer phone calls and the door rang and like my kids and this and that. And it took way too long. And I kept being like, ugh, and I didn't want to do it. And it was disastrous. And so for me, it really has to be in the morning. I struggle lately truly with my nutrition because I'm not planning. So I am very much setting myself up to fail. And so that really, I need to look at my schedule and really put on there, this is what I'm going to plan my week and put it together. Like I literally said to my husband this morning, I'm already screwed for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just because of the way our schedule is. We're going to be eating out. And so, yes, I can make better choices with those, which I'm all on board. I'm like, time to really hit it, finishing out the year with my nutrition. But I wanted to be at home cooking and my schedule has already been like, those days I'm not even going to be home until late. So, but scheduling when I can be home and making sure that I have everything so that I can cook and be successful on the days when I actually can't be home. And so it makes such a huge difference. But yeah, so that's me.
I love that. And one thing I wanted to share and add, Thursdays for us are one of those, like, it's not feasible for me to make dinner. Like, it's just not, because we're out and about and all the things and we have stuff and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And there's been Thursdays where it's like, we're getting Papa Murphy's and it's delicious and we enjoy it, right? And there's been a couple of Thursdays where it's like, you know what, I have the luxury of being at home, so I'm gonna make crockpot something or other, right? And I'm just gonna start it early because I know I'm gonna be gone from this time to this time. And when we come home, she's gonna talk with her hands too. When we get home, it'll be ready for us, right? And it'll be a much healthier choice than Papa Murphy's, although Papa Murphy's is delicious and I definitely love it, right? And then there's been times where it's like, okay, we're gonna go get Cafe Rio, but if I haven't shared this before, here you go for everyone to share or to hear. We love to go just buy the sides at Cafe Rio or buy the meats as sides. And then I just make sure in my grocery shopping, this is what we're doing this Thursday. I just make sure my grocery shopping to make sure I have romaine lettuce, and then tomatoes and shredded cheese, right? And then I chop up my own romaine. It takes about 3 minutes at home. Shredded cheese is already shredded and it'll take about 3 minutes to chop the tomatoes. I bought and picked up the Cafe Rio meat on my way home. I add a little meat to it. I add a little black beans to it. I add the dressing to it, right? And it's delicious. And I got the Cafe Rio tastes and flavors. And it took about 3 minutes to prepare dinner, but it's going to be way healthier for me and help me get to my goals way better than if I ordered a Cafe Rio salad there and ate the entire thing, because your girl Bryn has problems leaving food on the plate. I like to enjoy every single bite. Yes. And you're cracking me up. But just a little plug there for, that's one of our favorite healthy hacks, is to get the meat, get the dressing, get the beans, get the things, bring it home, make your own salad so that it's portioned for you and still really healthy and easy and delicious and fabulous. So I know that's only one eating out, and I know you said 3 in a row, but maybe one helpful tip, right? Okay. In our last couple of minutes, sorry, my voice just did something weird. In our last couple of minutes, I want to hear how you really take care of yourself. And obviously more on the lines of, we've already talked about nutrition and working out, but what? Do you see Daddy? Yeah. Hi, Daddy. When it's more along the lines of like, you know what, I just need a little time. I just need a little time to myself. I just need a little love. I just need a little extra self-care. Like, what is it that you do? And obviously, if it is working out or going and enjoying a healthy meal, you can share that too. But I kind of in this part want to hear from everyone. Just like one quick little thing that you love to do. You know what, this is what I do, and it always helps me feel better. Cool. I'll be quiet. So anybody want to lead us off? Self-care moment.
I can.
Hey.
So I found that I was struggling big time last week. And I realized it's because I love dance and wasn't dancing. And hello, it just like a light bulb went off. Oh, okay, I can do this. I can take care of me by dancing, not just like a dance party, but like full on workout dance. So I put on Let's Get Up on Saturday and I was like electrified all day Saturday. I was able to get stuff done around my house. I was like, why didn't I think of this sooner? Why did I put myself through this horrible yuck all week long, pushing myself to do stuff? Why didn't I just dance to begin with? So yeah, I find a dance that I want to do and do the dance.
I love that. Dance it out, baby. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to dance in the rain. One of my favorite quotes ever. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, anybody else want to share? What do you do to help you feel better? I'm gonna cough, sorry.
Okay. What do you do? I think honestly, it comes down to just taking notice of when something does just catch your like smile coming out more or whatever it is. So many people are like, I don't know, I don't have hobbies, or I never make time for myself, or I never get out of the house by myself. But you do. Every so often things happen, whether that's like a conversation on the telephone from your neighbor that you're like, oh, that was just really nice. Okay, take note. Conversation was nice. Or maybe you're going to the grocery store, which isn't that great, but on the way, that song comes on, that Backstreet Boys starts playing, and you just like feel that boost. Okay, well, take notice, like that music gives you a boost. Or like with Carolyn, like it's not just fitness, it's a specific type of fitness that program is the thing that does it for her. So I think just taking notice of those times when you just catch that like adrenaline boost of like, oh, that was awesome, even if it was just for a moment, like just take notice of it. Some of my favorite things are I do like a self-defense course, and so like all the Fight Club stuff, the boxing 10 rounds kinds of things in our fitness library, like those are the things that I'm like, oh, this is cardio, but I'm smiling, like, okay, I'm taking notice that like I love this. Or I don't know, even just like reading to my kids, reading bedtime stories to them, like it's not anything like high energy, we're sitting like snuggled up reading, but I come out of that smiling because they're giggling and I'm doing like the silly voices and things like that, and spending time with my family, like the things that I just can't stop smiling about. So yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. And one of the things that made me think of that we do as a family that we're loving right now is my son got us on a Harry Potter quiz kick. He like loves Harry Potter. And so like every single day for at least half an hour every day, it's let's do a Harry Potter quiz. And who is Harry Potter's dad? Who is Harry Potter's mom? Who killed Harry Potter's dad? What's the house elf's name that dropped a cake on, anyways, it's like just whatever, everything and anything. And it's been so simple and so fun, but it's totally been one of those moments of like, this is fun. Like this brings me joy. It's so silly and so different, but it's still so great. Huh, sweetie? Yeah. So I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. Any other friends want to share before we end the recording?
I'll share one quick one. This is more health oriented, but I feel like when I'm having a hard time sticking to nutrition and whatnot, or feeling down about all nutritional things, if I can make one small good decision, then it helps just kind of propel me and recenter my mindset into back to my why. Like this morning, after Thanksgiving weekend and everything, I toasted some bagels, and I was about to go put some butter on them, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put some ghee on them. I know it's not that much more healthy. I know it's more healthy, but it's not that big of a difference. But for my mindset, it is. It's one small decision that can help kind of help me refocus and help me make better decisions throughout the rest of the day.
I love that. I love that. And it's not that all or nothing, right? I'm choosing to celebrate this small win. So I love that. Okay. Well, my friends, in closing, really just give yourself permission to care about yourself right now, especially. This is totally and most definitely the time when the majority of the world decides to stop caring and just, you know what, I will enjoy my holiday season. I will enjoy my December. I'll just survive. I'll make it through. And then come January 1st, I'll recenter, I'll refocus, I'll redial it in, right? But if you can really truly be one of the few who, you know what, I'm giving myself permission to care about myself because I deserve to feel great. I deserve to feel great. And then giving yourself grace on the days that it doesn't look perfect, or it doesn't look wonderful, or it doesn't look great, or it looks different than you thought or hoped or planned, right? And then just, you know what, but I still care. Yesterday was a fail, but it's only a failure if we stay on the ground, right? If we pick ourselves back up and we learn from it and we try again and 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 again, that's not failure, right? And you are caring about yourself, even if it's just a little bit more every day, right? So if you are on the recording, I love you. I will see you later. If you're on live, stay on live and we'll chat for a bit.